Because you're talking about invitation in the sense of, oh, I'm inviting people in the house party, or I'm inviting people in the bar, or even speak a certain way to invite a woman on a date.
Yeah.
And we said the other way, there's no difference between asking for a date and inviting to your bedroom.
Right.
The line here, if she is my girl, we will find each other in our travels, naturally and easily. Sounds like the same principle of invitation that you're putting out there is how you will get into a long-term relationship.
Yes. There's no striving. Does that make sense? There's no desperate reaching or chasing. I don't chase. You know? Yeah, I really do believe that if you keep going, in your direction, you know, like looking for your treasure hunting, then this would happen with my girl. I was not looking for a girlfriend, and I was I was also not looking for a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I was like going forward, and one day she started to walk beside me. That's as clear as it can be. There was no like desperation or I gotta land this somehow, or I've got to do this or whatever. It's just there was an alignment, and we came together. Kind of in a quiet, natural click type of way, and we're on the same, you know, this 2 lanes of a highway together, and it wasn't a, and there's great desire. It's not like I don't care. It's not like there's no yearning, or it's like I really like my girl, and I really like that, you know, when she's around, and but there was no attempt to force something.
So massively different from the idea of, oh, I want to have a relation. Like my goal for 2015 is to have a relationship, so I'm going to do step 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
And it's very
that's way
awesome.
different than that, right?
Yeah.
That is interesting, because that's true. Because I wonder if that is your goal, and you set out to do that, and you concentrate on that, and you put work aside a little bit, and you put your hobbies aside a little bit, and you go out there and try and meet girls so you can get in a relationship. Maybe that works too. I don't know. Maybe you would get a relationship. But there's something really free and easy about the relationship I have now, where there doesn't feel like there's any. And women can say, well, you have to have that. I don't think so. It doesn't feel like there's any, it's not work.
Right.
It's effortless.
It's 3 years.
Yeah.
We've been together like 3 years, and it's effortless. That's a great way of saying it. There's not like that anguish of like, what is she thinking now? And I better not do that because she might get mad. I only do what I want to do. You know, that feeling like the guy gets married and his buddies say, hey, we can go watch a soccer game. And come on, I can't. You know, the missus will get mad. I can't. I wish she could come. And you really would like to do that. He's going to compromise his spirit so she doesn't get mad. You know? And that feeling, I cannot abide.
Yeah.
I would rather say there's 2 choices. I can come watch soccer with you guys because that's a great choice. Or I would rather choose to be with my girl who would rather do something else. There's 2 beautiful choices.
Yeah.
Not an obligation over here that I got to do this. Sorry guys, I can't do it.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that. With my relationship now, if I want to come watch soccer with you guys, my dear, I'm going to go watch soccer with the guys. Take care of yourself. Entertain yourself because I'm going. But I might choose instead, hey guys, next time, because I want to hang out with my girl. It is always couched in what is it that I want.
Yeah.
Right.
I think we'll come back to relationships.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
But amazing that you say there's never work. You never had to work.
I don't feel that at all. Not a bit. I don't feel compromised. Shocking. Because all of the literature out there is relationships are all about compromise, 50-50, give and take. I don't feel compromised at all.
Well, again, it's...
Wow. I have choices only, and I choose the beautiful choices, and because of what I'm choosing, I've been with this girl almost every day for 3 years. Just by choice, not obligation.
Get a sense again of this theme of trust, which is if she is my girl, we will find each other naturally and easily.
Yeah.
So there's that is always in there, and this sense of your girl. It's never like, I guess your notion of your girl, what it means to be your girl, something so solid. It's not like, oh, there's a girl who's got a lot in common with me, so I better just play my cards right, or be a certain way so that this thing can stick together. Yeah. But it sounds like you've got a notion of what it means to be your girl, which means wherever you're going, whoever you are, it's enough to stick together.
Right. And there's no desperate attempt to make sure it lasts forever. Mm. It may last for the rest of my life. I'm perfectly happy with that. And it may not. I mean, we talk about that later in the book, hold on tightly, let go lightly. So there's a grace in loving a beautiful woman and letting her go gracefully from your life too. That's a whole nother subject.
At this point.
Yeah.
The one last...
But see, it's interesting too, guys, and let me say this. Because I'm talking about this, the way of the natural. And I'm talking about scoundrel energy. And I'm talking about my adoration and love for women, right? Mm-hmm. And I have a girlfriend who I love. Guys say, how can this be? It sounds like a paradox, sounds like a contradiction. It's not. Not even slight is it a contradiction.
Yeah.
I haven't dialed down my love for the female spirit or for women in any way at all. And yet I love my girl. It doesn't mean like I want other women besides her, not at all. Mm. But I still appreciate those 65-year-old women getting off the elevator. Mm. And I still let them know that I still see you girls. I see you. You dress up nice, you girls look great in your outfits, your shoes, and your lipstick looks fantastic. I still give that energy to the world.
I think what a lot of men do is they get in a relationship and they stop that energy, and that's when women say, I'm not attracted to my man anymore because he's been tamed.
But also, it's the women that want him to stop. Come on,
yes, that's true too.
You better have only eyes for me, right? And so there's this containment, this we're talking about relationships again, which is a whole chapter. Yeah.
You finish this sentence with a couple of words: delicious calmness. Yeah. How can you transmit to the man who sees inviting women on a date as hard work, as many? Yeah. How can you transmit a sense of delicious calmness to someone in that position?
Yeah. It's the thing I've been trying to do for years, is trying to describe these very abstract concepts and put it in practical terms. And how can you inhabit that? And this is why I say, as a instructor, I'm lacking. But as somebody who can show you what's possible, give you an awareness, I'm great. I can show you that is possible in this world. How you get there practically, what step you have to do next, the step. With one or two guys, I can sit there and say, okay, let me examine you and let me understand how you're showing up in the world. Like I can take Rich, for instance, and say, listen, Rich, let's walk around for the next weekend. Let's go out and talk to girls. Yeah. Let's have a house party in my house. And I will watch the way you interact, the energy you're receiving and giving, the invitation or not you're putting onto the world, the way you're excluding or including. And I can adjust him within that weekend fully, completely shift everything that he's, the way he's showing up in the world. Because I can feel it. I can feel the way women respond to him. I can see who likes him but is not sure about him. I can see who doesn't like him. I can feel all these things that he might not be able to see, and I can see it all. And I can adjust him on a personal level. But for me to say in a general sense to men out there, hey guys, here's practically what you can do. I don't know how to do that. I have to be in the contact. I have to feel how he's showing up, and then I can really say strong things to him that will adjust him, micro shift or micro calibrate what's going on. But in general practical steps, all I can say, there's awareness of there's possible, gentlemen, head toward it, which is not very helpful.
I think returning to this calmness, I speak a lot from my background, a background of like sports and business. You're taught there, like, you want to be successful, it's up to you. It's all about responsibility, making it happen. This energy, which is very important in the world of like sports, business success. And one of the problems I've had, and I'm sure I've had too, is you take them into a relationship, you're talking about inviting a girl for a date, you think it's all on you. And you kind of it's kind of this forceful energy which leads to a cycle of frustration, force, annoyance, impatience. Yeah. Whereas you got this more view of almost like a serendipity, destiny. She's either your girl or she's not. And as long as you've done your part, you move on and you're calm. If it's something like a business energy, it's like, make it happen, make it happen. But you're more like, if it's meant to happen, it will happen. And that's a great shift.
But this is not a laissez-faire attitude, which
Yeah.
is like, I'll just sit here and the girls are going to eventually find me.
No.
I'm going to stand in the bar and be quiet because if it's going to happen, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
There's
true.
still a proactive element of putting your invitation out
Yeah.
there,
Invitation, yeah.
but then trusting it.
Yeah.
Trusting that your invitation is a good thing. You're inviting it. I said in this book, there's 3 levels of invitation in general. In other words, we meet a girl and we say, hey, it was nice talking to you. Would you like to go for ice cream sometime? No, we'll say, hey, it was nice talking to you. Would you like to go for ice cream tomorrow evening, Wednesday evening? And she says, when we say that, we're asking a question, would you like to do something with me tomorrow night? Now our Wednesday evening is predicated
Yes.
on her response. If she says something favorable, now we have something that we're moving toward for that night, and now we want to make it an interesting conversation for her. Now we're going to construct a date around it, right? So this is our first level of invitation that we learn. Like, we ask a girl out, would you like to get together on Thursday night? She says, yes, I'd like to get together on Thursday night. Now I have to be interesting. What do I do on a date? Where do I take a girl on a date? What do I do? Right? Because I want to be interesting. And the second level of invitation is we learn, or we somebody teaches us, or we read it, that don't be so available, and because it sounds like you have nothing to do on Thursday night. So instead of saying, would you like to do something on Thursday night, and now she says yes, now I have something to do as well, you say, hey, Thursday night, Thursday night, would you like to go and join my friends and I at this cool thing I'm already doing? And we find that has a better thing because it sounds like you have an interest in life. The third level of invitation, what I talked about in there, is inviting the girl into nothing, into absolute nothing, which is Thursday night, you and I should get together. That's all I know. And she says, well, she said, well, to do what? I haven't thought that far ahead yet. I have no clue. But it makes sense to me that we should get together. That makes complete sense to me. I had this when I was in Vancouver. I was working on my book years ago. And I rented this apartment, which was a girl's apartment. She was a showgirl in Vegas. So she subleased her apartment to me. And it was a girly apartment. There was, feather frames. There was pink walls, lime green walls. There was heart-shaped pillows on the white couch, and all fur and fluffy and feathers and stuff like that. I moved right in. I didn't change a single thing. I didn't try to make it a cool bachelor pad, whatever. I didn't care. So I was right there downtown Vancouver, overlooking Granville Street, which is where all the bars are. And I was working on my book, and I said, I'm going to sit here for the next few months and just fight for this book. And I never left the apartment. I was on the 8th floor, and I would look down, and I would see the people lined up to get to the bars and all the parties on Saturday nights. I never left. I never went to a bar or pub, nothing ever, for like 3 months. But in my wandering around the city, go to Starbucks in the morning, go get a coffee there, go get the mail, all this kind of stuff in the elevator, and I would see a girl and I said, wow, I haven't seen you before. I live in this building right here. I'm on the 8th floor. You look very nice. You should come visit me. And it was kind of not something I tried to do, but it was kind of an accidental invitation. Like, I'm working on a book, so I don't really go out a lot, but I would love to see you. You should come visit me tonight. What? I don't know who you are. I know it's crazy, but I would like it. You should come visit me. I would like that. It's an invitation into nothing. She'd say, well, what do you? To do what? What are we gonna do? If I come to your apartment, what are we gonna do? Well, that's a good question. I don't have a TV. I haven't thought that far ahead yet, but it makes complete sense to me that you should come visit me. Well, you should come out with me and my girlfriends. I'm working on my book, I'm kind of trying to hide from the world, and I don't really want to do. And you know what they would say? They would say, well, that's interesting, or that's refreshing, or, okay. And they would come visit me in my space. And I'm like, hey, hello, let's come. I'm working on my book. An invitation into nothing. What I'm trying to say about that, sorry, Jordan, is that I am, in the first scenario of invitations, you're trying to invite her into something and then make it cool for her.
Yeah.
The second level invitation, you're trying to invite her into something that's already cool.
Yeah.
And interesting. The third level invitation, you're inviting her into the experience of you and her together.
Yes.
Whatever you're doing, that's immaterial.
Mm.
You're inviting her into like, can you feel that? That chemistry, that energy? I would, of course you should come visit me.
Mm.
You say this phrase, it makes complete sense to me that you would come and visit me.
Yeah.
Curious.
And that comes across in my words and in my, it's not like a begging kind of energy. It is really saying, it makes sense to me. And maybe it doesn't make sense to you. That's okay. I fully respect that. But obviously, look at you and look at me. You're totally my type of girl. So it makes sense to me that you come visit me. It's obvious to me. And that shifts something or something. It is. The girl might have a boyfriend. I don't know at this point. And I still invited her. And she says, oh, I have a boyfriend. Okay, I respect that. I get that. Another time and place, though, you know. You can feel that, right? Of course, another time and place. I get it. I respect it.
Seems to me there's such a simple optimism in that. Whereas so many men would be thinking, oh, there's a girl across the corridor and she's beautiful and I want her to come and visit me tonight at 8 o'clock. And
how do I make it happen?
Pursuit.
Yeah.
Really doesn't make sense to me that she would come and visit. But I'll try anyway. Which is a complete different shift in perspective from me.
Exactly. And what I said earlier, the Zan method, I put invitations into the world and I leave them out there. So my invitation stands. I can't because I don't know how you. I respect that. I honor that. I understand. I'm just some strange guy. You're still invited. I can't. I've got all these studies to do and blah blah. I get that too. I understand. You're still invited. My invitation's open. I don't pull it back.
And there's the invisible Zan method, which is underneath. It makes complete sense to you that a beautiful woman would accept what you invite to, rather than.
Okay, but let's make a distinction. It doesn't mean that I have the concept that there's nothing else you could be better doing than your time than me.
Yeah.
Than being with me. I don't have any illusions about myself. I'm just saying it makes sense to me that you, with your energy and the way you look and the way you feel and the way you smell and standing in this elevator here, should come visit me. That makes sense to me. That experience is what's cool. Not I'm cool. And so obviously you should be coming to see me. It makes complete sense of all the things you can do in this city of Vancouver. Seeing me is the best thing you can do. Because I'm the coolest, right?
Yeah.
It's not that. It's like what we can create together. Can you see that? 'Cause that's cool. And I want to go there too. Do you want to go there? See the difference in...
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it feel like to you if she doesn't come?
Dang. It's cute. Look at her. I like that girl. There's none of this, okay, well, whatever. It's your loss.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I was going to do something really cool and interesting. None of that. It's like, damn, I like that girl.
It's kind of, I started off the day talking about the simplicity of the forest boy and the gratitude and all that kind of stuff. You're like,
Damn. Lost again. I'm always lose. I say it to girls, I always lose, huh? Maybe got girls. Dang. I have a boyfriend. I always lose. What can I do about that? I don't know. My invitations are strong. And that's not an invitation to go for coffee. That's an invitation to come and visit me.
There's also more of an honesty in that. 'Cause you say like, oh, we've got to go for coffee. You don't really care about coffee. It's not that they're going, oh, you're discussing her about the coffee, the different types, different blends and things like that. That's not what it's about. You're already inviting her to spend time with you.
Yeah.
And you're saying like, oh, come for ice cream. She could go, yeah, we've got the ice cream now. See you later. Because that's what you said. There's an honesty to it of, I want to spend time with you. It doesn't.
Yeah,
What
ice
we
cream,
do is
coffee.
secondary. What we do is secondary.
We'll figure it out when we get there.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Because what you're saying is, you accept my date and you said, yes, I'll see you on Thursday night. Now I'm going to order a hot air balloon so that I can give you a memorable experience so that you always remember me above all the other guys, right? There's a great date. I'm going to take this on the hot air balloon. Or I've got this great concert. You're going to love this and I'm going to look cool because you're going to come with me and these people are going to be there and I know that somebody backstage and so you're going to look cool because so you're always trying to create this.
Yeah.
Instead you're saying the greatest thing that I can possibly imagine with you, elevator girl, the girl I just met, is you and I doing something together tonight. That's cool.
And the subcontext of coffee or ice cream is, it's only worth you spending time with me if there's something else.
Hey, that's true.
It's like, oh yeah, come with me because I'm doing this cool thing. It's in this thing of I'm trying to impress you. I'm not good enough by myself to spend time with you. There has to be ice cream or coffee or a film or a nice dinner or things like this.
Yeah, I would say to the girls in that Vancouver apartment, say, come visit me tonight. I can't do that. I don't know who you are. We should go on a date first. Well, I'm kind of like, kind of working on my book. And, hey, you come visit me. Come bring me some soup tonight. What? And then they'd come over and say, okay, I didn't bring you soup, but I brought a cookie. Happened all the time. Or they would say, I have a boyfriend, but that's refreshing to hear.
Mm. Yes.
I can't tell you how many times women said that to me. I'm married, or I have a boyfriend, but thank you.
Mm.
That's refreshing to hear. Thank you for making me feel alive and like a woman. Thank you.
And I'm going to invite you to my friend who's single.
Exactly.
I have that a lot as well.
Exactly. Okay, but my friend is single. And when you do that, and like older women, like a 7-year-old woman, you know what they say to me? Oh, I wish I was younger. All the time. Or you know what? You would like my daughter. I've heard that many times too. You would like my daughter. You stay away from her. She's your type, but you stay away. I hear that. I've heard that a lot.
You say something about that in the book about mothers offering you their daughters.
But not really.
Okay.
Like, here's my human sacrifice for you. No, but they're tongue in cheek going, I have a pretty daughter and she's totally your type. You stay away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they get it.
Mm.
Older women understand me.
Mm.
Of all the people of the world, men look at me with, can't be that simple.
Mm.
And like, no, it's got to be something more game to this. And like, come on, whatever. You just be yourself, okay.
Yeah.
And young women go to me, They're not sure what to make of me. Older women, you show me a woman who's 60 or 65 years old, and she hears us talking about this, for instance, the whole time she goes, They understand me.
Yeah.
So I'm good. I don't have to explain or defend myself to anybody. I'm good because I know that there's these women who have seen some things in their life, had some marriages, had some experiences with men. They know, they cut through all of the layers of the games and all this kind of stuff, and they say, so I'm good. Men can be suspicious of what I say. I don't mind. It doesn't bother me.
I had an invitation experience last night at lunch.
Did you get soup?
No. Got a phone number. And it was a pretty appalling invitation, I must admit.
On your part.
I'd asked a question, I did everything wrong, and she still said okay. But I invited her to nothing. I said, would you like to get together tomorrow night? And that was it. That was. She said, I'm finished work at 6 o'clock, give me a call.
Oh, beautiful. That's for tonight.
Yeah.
What time is it now?
But it was, even though I'd asked the question, the spirit of the invitation was still there.
Mm.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing to do, guys. Think of it. That's a strong thing to say.
I do that a lot.
Mm.
You like to play on the whole English accent thing abroad, especially. It's like you say that the third level of invitation is to make a statement and invite her into nothing. But sometimes it's like I want to go back to some kind of innocence of, I would absolutely love your company tomorrow afternoon. And we'll go for a walk in the park. Would you spend the weekend would you spend tomorrow afternoon with me?
That's
Drink some
fantastic.
tea. Mm.
That is fantastic. There's no neediness in that.
No. And sometimes there's something like you'd really like to do with a girl. Like I like jazz music. When I meet a girl who likes jazz music, it's like, well, I'd really like to take you to a jazz bar.
That's a congruent.
Yes.
You're saying truth.
Yeah.
You're saying I like jazz music and I would like to share it with you.
Yes.
There's an alignment there, guys. And there's a difference between. There's not a desperation or a I hope you like me element in there. I have great desire and I hope you really like me, and I want to share this jazz thing with you because it'd be cool with you and me. Can you feel that?
Exactly.
And we think that's needy. We have to be all aloof and indifferent, and it's incredible.
In this sense, it's much more of a actually, like we know that there's connection here. Let's play around with the shy, nervous energy a little bit because it's fun.
Because it's fun.
Yeah.
Exactly. And we should always be fun. And I have a lot of fun when I'm talking to girls, as you guys can tell. I make fun of myself.
Yes.
make fun of her, make fun of myself, make fun of the whole situation. Yeah.
Even when she was
I
saying
never
no,
get
you were
girls.
saying, I never get girls.
I
Yeah.
never get girls. I'm always, hey, I have no Friday girl now, and now I still don't.
Maybe that attitude segues into something quite nice. You talk a lot about ease and delight and playful. And even though like we're talking about quite deep subjects, we're going quite into detail, everything, the attitude with you and how we are off camera is a very ease and delight, playful, having fun. That's the spirit of it.
All of the heaviness is on the camera.
I know. It's like, yeah.
They lost
Cameras
the
off, we're
jokes.
making jokes and yeah, it's so
I
fun.
can't tell my dirty Australian jokes because we're trying to keep it a little clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, to me, we've forgotten how to have fun, certainly in our
Yes.
relationships, and it's this business-like transactions in relationships. Mischief and
Yes.
fun. Mischief. If guys would remember the word mischief and remember only that word, put the sparkle in your eye and like the little fun in your step.
We have a great word in England. It's hard to explain because the dictionary definition doesn't really do it justice. The word cheeky.
Cheeky, yeah.
Yeah, it's not cheeky as in like, it's a bit of mischief. It's not a bad word. The dictionary definition is like kind of a bit of a bad word, but it's a fun, playful, bit naughty energy.
Yeah,
It's cheeky.
It's great energy, and it's necessary. It's needed.
Mm.
You know, and like we go on a date, and we're all like we talked about earlier. We're all stiff and trying
Yeah.
to be impressive. Right? We're trying to be impressive, as opposed to making it fun.
Yeah.
Keep the fun energy. And I'll say this, and maybe this is times days. Because of the way I write,
Mm.
and the poetic license and the ridiculous purple prose that I put that I put into this book, guys think I'm lounging around and on soft pillows and in a smoky haze with purple. Well, it's kind of like red velvet around us.
Yeah.
And I'm like staring into my beloved's eyes and like bedroom eyes and I'm not. I'm very much a scoundrel in fun energy, and let's have fun. And come sit closer to me. Come sit right here. I won't bite. Or that's the kind of playful, fun, caught up in something energy that I am from beginning to end. That means when I first meet her, come visit me. Come bring me some soup. I would like it. Right? To she's in my space. Hey, you crazy girl, you came. You brought me a cookie. Same fun, same spirit of fun and energy. To the girl sitting on the couch beside me, to kissing her neck, to a girl going into my bed. It's still fun, playful. Look at you, my dear. Energy.
It never changes.
Never changes. So the next day even, it's like, hello. Breakfast time, let's go. It's the same kind of sparkle, energy of, I was this poor kid in the forest, and I'm here with you. That doesn't shift with me. Even today with my girl.
And it's a quote. I think maybe I made it up. But I like it. Or maybe I made, not that I made it up, but it's something like life's too important to be serious about. And it's kind of the same relationships. They're too important to take too seriously.
Yeah.
You've got to have that fun energy and
Yeah.
things like that.
Because she is tired of her job and her routine, and she's got to commute, and she's caught up, or she's buried down in this mundane paying her bills and all that kind of. So we all want to be caught up in something that's fun, and so why not inhabit that land?
Yeah.
That's the way I see it. And people say, well, it's not all roses, and there is a lot of trouble in this world, and health problems of that. But you can show me people with health problems too. Somebody's stuck in a wheelchair, and they're still happy-go-lucky, fun spirit of fun and energy, and making fun of themselves, making fun of everybody, right?
I remember.
Or they're miserable little bastard.
Yeah.
I remember reading a passage out of, I think it was How to Win Friends and Influence People, a book by Andrew Carnegie. And in there it said exactly that. There was a bunch of kids that have been either maimed or disfigured at birth, and they were all laughing and cackling, a whole like a school group going up the stairs at like an overpass for a train station or something like that. And they're all, rolling around in laughter, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, circumstances do not dictate your spirit.
So actually, this is a good example. One of the topics coming up is compliments. And when you think of compliments, you kind of often think of some like grandiose things, but that's not how you do it. It's always in the spirit of ease and delight and kind of playfulness.
Yeah, and I'm always playful, and my compliments are sincere. You look absolutely beautiful, and your friends, you too. Look at you girls. You might have heard that 1,000 times from 1,000 other guys. But the difference is this. I think I said it in there. The difference is a compliment from most guys to a pretty girl about her eyes, for instance, has nothing to do with her at all. Everything to do with him.
Yes.
It's, I hope I say something nice to you so you like me in return. In other words, our compliments are loaded with, please give me something, a smile, a phone number in return. Our compliments are all about me and what I can get from you. That's why I'll buy you a drink. I'll buy you a drink because I want to get something from you. I'm not going to buy this old man who's sitting here a drink at the same time because I'm not interested. I'll buy you a drink so I get something in return. That's not generosity.
Yeah.
Right? And so our compliments are all about what I can hope I get something in return. Whereas a man who loves women, who believes in the spirit of women, who likes beautiful things around him, expresses that and says, you know what? You look great. Whatever you've done with your hair and makeup, perfect. And you look beautiful too. That's a landed compliment. I'm not asking for anything in return. It's who I am.
Yes.
And I can say this, and it lands differently to her than all the other guys who are like complimenting her, because she feels that it's a one-way gift. It's a gift here, and she has to give nothing in return. You see the difference? So the compliment is just like the invitation. It's extended and left there. That's for you. That's a compliment for you. And these girls over here too. The two girls over here, they're standing there, nobody's talking to, and you come too. Because I'm going to compliment you too. You look beautiful, and you look beautiful. And thank you for the way you are, the way you arrange yourself. You look, your eyes are incredible, and your face is magnificent, whatever. But it's giving. And women can feel the difference between that searching compliment, look out of the corner of my eye. How did that land? Does she like me? You see?
Yeah, I've got a story. This is one of the first times I had a big lesson on this. I was about 18, so I was kind of starting out my journey. And there's this absolutely stunning girl I kind of seen around. I was still in my kind of nervous stage. And right at the end, all my friends were leaving. They were taking ages to pick up their coats. I thought, we're going anyway. What's the worst that can happen? So I went up to her. I was like, look, I'm just about to leave, but honestly, you're absolutely stunning. I wanted to say that. I'm just getting ready to go. Her kind of go, oh, whatever, roll her eyes. She's like, I just broke up with my boyfriend 3 months ago. No one has ever said anything like that to me in my life. Who are you?
Wow.
But that was because it came from a place of, I was just giving the compliment as a gift and I was planning to go straight after. But if I'd said that from a place of, what's she going to say in reply, she'd probably been like, yeah, okay, fine, whatever. But if you give that just as a gift, and I'd say to anyone that doesn't understand this, even go up to a girl and do a white lie and say, I've got a girlfriend, but I just want to say this, and go, and just feel the difference in the energy between complimenting when you're really trying to get something, or complimenting a friend or someone where it's just a gift, and you see the difference in the energy, and it's crazy.
Amazing, huh? It's like everything else. It's this man is saying, how do I want to show up in the world? How do I want to represent myself? And I'll express it.
Yes.
That's an equal invitation. Inviting an inclusion, actually. It's an including energy. We're having a conversation. Owen's being quiet. Owen, come, join our conversation. There's an inclusion in that, right? And it's the same thing with the invitations are out there. Compliments are given out there because it's what you believe.
Yes.
Not what you're trying to get.
Yes.
Because I like nice things, and you sure look like a nice thing to me. So I'm going to say that.
Yeah. And your friend is cute too, and look.
And your friend is, well, I didn't say her yet. What about that one?
Yeah. I get it, it's that energy.
Cut.